People who used to not believe in ghosts but do now. What experience changed your mind? I lived in a haunted house for basically all of my life. It used to scare the heck out of me when I was little, but I basically just got desensitized to it. We always experienced hearing footsteps. Voices upstairs when everyone was downstairs, dogs following nothing around the room, typical ghost stuff. Some of these stranger experiences include my grandma seeing her mother in her room at night, my mom seeing a ball of light floating in our hallway, my brother and I separately heard fingernails tapping on the walls of our bedrooms, and when we called our mom in to listen to the sounds, they would stop, and then as soon as she left, it would start again. We experienced this at different times. My brother was for a week or so, and then me, and without knowing that the other one was having the same experience. I had a desk toy in my room that had a little foam ball hanging from a chain on it. My cousin and I were playing video games, and the ball randomly bounced like someone had tapped it from below. The kicker was when my mom started feeling like something was climbing into bed with her. She describes it like a dog trying but failing to climb up on the foot of the bed. She thought it was my dad moving his feet, but then she felt it when he wasn't there and she was wide awake. So she knew it wasn't him. She kept this story to herself. And then a few days later, my uncle stayed the night in the guest room and described the exact same thing. At that point, my mom waited for a day that everyone was out of the house. She opened up the windows and told the spirit that it either had to leave or move on. It wasn't allowed to bother us anymore. Since then, we've gone from activity every day to one-off experiences every few months. We've been told by several people who have slept in the guest room and had nightmares about it that there is a portal in the closet of our guest room. Sometimes I think that spirits just pass through occasionally and cause a flurry of activity. Story 14. When I was around, let's say 8 years old and my brother was 6, we'd been playing video games in my room while my dad and mom watched football downstairs. For a while, we had lots of fun. That was until I had a really bad chill down my spine. I shrugged it off before I noticed my brother get a chill as well. He continued playing the game, so I just thought if he isn't worried about it, then neither should I. Everything went smoothly. Well, not for long. My brother paused the game. "Do you hear that?" he asked. I then heard a humming sound of what seemed to be a little girl. I nodded. "The humming, right?" I asked him, and he nodded as well. The humming was coming from the hallway right outside of our room. We began to be very nervous because me and my brother were the only children in the house. The door was shut, thankfully, so we didn't see anything. After a few seconds of the humming, it stopped, and we heard footsteps from the attic. The thing about the attic, though, is that nobody ever really goes up there. And at the time, neither me nor my brother had ever been up there, and my parents only went up there once each. Once the footsteps stopped and nothing else happened, we opened the door to see only the hallway. The next day, we told our parents in great detail what had happened, and they did the whole parents thing saying, "Oh, you probably just heard us. It was your imagination." Needless to say, if I didn't believe in ghosts before then, I did after.